Hello, everybody, and welcome to another mini episode with me, DJ Batman. And today we're going to talk about shopping local and what it actually means. Alright, so the one thing I want to make a point to everybody is, and I made this in a previous episode, is that we need to vote with our dollar. So, for instance, if you can buy something from somebody local or somebody, in the United States, and when I mean local, I don't just mean like down the street. I also mean United States, because that's local. That's here. That's where, people that work hard in our country and stuff. And I'm not against buying stuff from other countries, but the problem is so many corporations around the world control so much that they're basically making it impossible for people to actually run a business. For instance, I have my stuff on Etsy and stuff, but the problem is people don't see buying stuff from somebody like me compared to buying from somebody like Amazon. For instance, if somebody buys something from Amazon, isn't really losing a whole lot of money because they're not really producing the products they're selling. They're still getting a percentage and all that stuff. But for instance, like somebody like me, like if somebody buys something for $3 on Etsy from me, they're paying half of the price of what the shipping is actually going to cost. So if it costs about $8, they're paying half of that, and then I'm paying the other half. So basically that $3 item literally is now me paying money out of my pocket so that person can have it, instead of somebody buying like a whole bunch of items, for like $40-$50. That's when it helps me, because then I'm losing less money. But with how much Etsy caters to these Chinese companies and a lot of other stuff that basically sell stuff from China, which can be majorly produced at a low rate, it makes it harder to sell it, because, like I do 3D printing. So, I work hard on everything I do, and it takes time. I got one printer, so, it's like I have to charge what I have to charge because I need to make money, because like when I print something, I'm stuck with whatever I'm printing, and if it fails, well, then it's a major hit to me, because it's not only my time just wasted, but also all the filament. But basically is that if really, really want to fix this country or even fix our local areas, we need to shop more local. We need to get more towns and cities, city councils, to actually start putting more local businesses. Like one of my ideas is to take some of the empty buildings and basically make sections up so that people locally that are artists, like 3D printer people that do paintings and other stuff, sculptures and stuff, can take their stuff into this store and sell it, and pay a small fee every month. Same thing with these malls. And I've actually been thinking about going to my local mall and actually having a conversation with the owner, because, they're in major debt. And I thought to myself, it's like, why don't they open these malls up that are dying? And instead of like trying to fit in these large businesses, why not, take these large areas, section it off, and rent it out to local artists or creators, or, people like, or even food markets. Put the food markets in the mall. It's safe. It's inside of a building. People have a big section to walk around, and that'd be the best place to do, and farm stuff. Because it's indoors, and it's just But anyways, but yeah, it's just try to buy local if you can. Try to find out if the meat that you're buying is local. Because there's always a lot of farms nearby that actually produce meat and actually, get it, or fruits and vegetables. Or go to the farm themselves, because you can probably get it a lot cheaper than in the store, and you're actually getting a much more healthier food. I don't know what word I was looking for, but food that's better for you than the stuff that's just coming from these large corporations that, don't care what they're doing, and just produce food for people to eat. But, that pretty much goes with anything. Like clothing, there's always somebody nearby that can make you awesome clothes. Here's the one thing I want to tell people. Instead of buying just some t-shirt, in the store, find somebody who's making t-shirts. Or even somebody who literally actually makes the t-shirt, not like somebody who just puts designs on the t-shirt, but people that also make t-shirts. Because most likely if you buy it from somebody who's local, who can actually, sew clothes and do it really well, could probably make you clothes that will last you a lot longer, than something you buy in the store for like $20. Yeah, you probably spend, a lot more than $20 for it, but it's gonna probably last you a lot longer, and that's the thing people forget, is that a lot of the times people that make things make it better than what you're gonna buy in the store. Like once in a while I'll go to a place like Hobby Lobby, but not to buy their garbage, made stuff. It's more just to buy little pieces that I need. But other than that, it's like most of the stuff in there is just straight up garbage. It's cheaply made. It's mostly it's all from China. And, it's like I think to myself, I could make a lot of this stuff myself on my 3D printer. So it's like, why would I bother? It's like buying a sign with like marble stuff on it. It's like, dude, I can do that. I got a cutter. All I have to do is get a sheet, go get it printed out. I don't have a large enough printer for it, but I know a place that will do it for me. Print it out, put it on my machine, cut out the lettering with all that stuff on it, and stick it on a piece of wood. And cut that out. Boom. It's like, and it's going to last a lot longer, and it's going to be made of higher quality stuff. Because the people that actually make stuff locally or make stuff here in the United States care about what they do, and they put the extra effort into it. It's like buying a backpack. The one thing I've learned getting older is that, spending more on something is actually better. People always say, oh, that's not true, but it's almost always true. It's like some of these backpacks I've been looking at, like this one I'm actually going to buy is like $250. Of course, it's going to be a while before I get it, but, they're made here in the United States, but they back up the quality of their work. So, and that's the biggest thing is when you buy stuff locally, it's going to be made properly compared to some major factory in China where people are just throwing stuff together and not caring, about quality. It's like I hate stuff like Louis Vuitton and all these Chanel and all that stuff. But the one thing that they do care about is quality. And they check those stitches, they check, everything. And if one thing is slightly off, they throw it out. And I'm not saying we should do it that way, but, because it's just wasteful. But, and plus they overcharge anyway for their garbage. But, yeah, we just need to, find our local places. Go to flea markets more. Try to find out if there's a flea market in your area. Usually there's always a flea market going on. Go and find some of those local artists, because a lot of them, they try to go to flea markets and sell their stuff. But the problem is a lot of the people that do go are usually just there to buy junk for expensive amount of money. Like when I used to go to the one here in my local area, it was hard because, a lot of the people aren't going to the flea markets like they should, so it's like, I try to sell my stuff and I'm just watching people leaving there spending like $60 on like an old piece of wood just because it was on a certain sign or whatever, and I'm just sitting there like, really? And you won't like, buy a $3 keychain? I'm not gonna get pissed or anything, and people have the right to choose whatever they want, but it just, it makes me wonder sometimes. It's like, people will spend all this time to help out big companies, buy stuff from Amazon. And no matter how much Amazon does bad, people still just seem to keep supporting it. Or they go, well, I had to go back to buying stuff from them again because I couldn't. And it's like, no, you always have a choice to go somewhere else. It's just like, I don't support Disney. I don't have any streaming service. The only reason I even have HBO Max is because it comes with my phone service. Other than that, I stopped paying for streaming services. One, because they're a waste of time and a waste of money. And, well, mostly just a waste of money because you're not watching most of the stuff that's on there. So, but anyways, the whole point is, we need to vote with our dollar. Our dollar and what we spend it on really does matter, and it tells a lot, from movies to products to many, many more things. Every dollar you spend, you're telling that company something. And that's all they care about. Like, look at all these companies, they're removing dislikes, not letting you see how many people dislike something, because they just care about if people like it. That's it. So that dollar, whatever you spend it on, whether you want to spend it on just to destroy something or make fun of it or whatever, you're telling them to make more, and that's what they're going to do. But these small businesses to put out their heart and soul into stuff, I've met so many that struggle every day, blacksmiths and other stuff that make amazing stuff, but people would rather buy the cheaply made garbage in the store just because it's cheaper. And remember, people, it's not about the price. Well, I mean, a bit it is about the price, but the quality is what matters the most. How long is it going to last you? I would rather spend $100 on a knife than spending $10, every few years to buy a new one. Because in the end, that knife will last me as long as I take care of it, And also, really pay attention to what you buy. Don't overbuy. We do it all the time, and George Carlin made a good point about it, which is basically our homes are nothing more than a place to keep our crap. And then when we leave our homes, go to a friend's house, we got to figure out how much of our crap that we actually like, that we want to take with us. And then you go from place to place, you eventually get smaller. But, at the end of the day, local is what we need to do if we really want to get this country back on track, and, start seeing good things happen again. But anyways, that's really all I got to say on that. But yeah, buy local. It really helps out. If you would like to help out, hit like, follow for more if you would like to hear what I have to say. And also, please don't forget to comment. They really help me to know what you think and what you think of what's going on and what I can do to maybe improve the show. So, and also, if you would like to support me in my shows, and so I can keep doing what I do, I have my Etsy and Teespring links in the description, which you can pick up some awesome stuff that I make. And other than that, like always, I leave every episode with a song. So we're going to go ahead and leave this episode with a song called Charade by Time Machine. I'll see everybody next time. DJ Batman, out.
I cannot beat you. No, I won't have it, babe. Not playing this game. I do not feel you. I'm not crossing that tape. It would be a shame. So listen, baby, listen carefully, 'cause I got something to say. I feel us fading. Listen carefully. Let's stop this charade. Stop this charade. got something to say. I feel us fading. Listen carefully. Let's stop this charade. Stop this charade. Stop this charade. Stop this charade. I would give you the world if it was up to me. It's not too late to be heard, so tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know. And stop the charade.